climate has been changing and our crops have not been doing very well. So there's been shortage of food security, shortage of water, and a lot of very erratic weather patterns because the trees have gone. But then, in the last few years, and including the project that we are having here called SAP, now we are at 6.9% from 2% of tree and forest cover. In other words, we can make a difference. All the trees you are seeing around here, they are trees because they are holding carbon in it.
We are making the 1 billion coalition for resilience a reality everywhere in the world. Cleaning the environment is part of our culture.
We are committed to give the technical advice to this process and to give the technical support to this process because it is the process to make Kenya achieve its international commitment of the 5.1 billion hectares rehabilitation.
In 2014, the Sustainable Environment Restoration Program called SAP initiative was launched by the Kenya Red Cross Society, the International Federation of the Red Cross Red Crescent Societies, the Ministry of Environment, Water and Natural Resources, and the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP. The goal for SAP is to contribute to the achievement of sustainable natural environment in our country here in Kenya. In terms of the My Tree application, this is an open line platform or application that will be set up to raise funds for the SAP goal of growing 2.5 billion trees by the year 2020. Tree planting marathon for all people in Kenya aimed at breaking twin Guinness World Records for most trees planted in 1 hour and for most trees planted in 12 hours. The triathlon is aimed to planting 5 million trees in 1 hour. 20 million trees in 12 hours and set a new Guinness World Record. This is something very important and where we believe that as a nation, if we can do this, then we'll not only be breaking a world record, but also would be helping the government where we want to plant in 5.1 million hectares to plant trees.
When you walk in the forest, don't throw one little paper away. Not even one little paper. You put them all in your pockets and bring them back here and then put them in the dustbin. The important thing about tree planting is not just to plant the tree. That's the simplest thing. It's to look after your tree afterwards.
Trees help us windbreakers, and also trees we know purify. When there is carbon dioxide, they take in carbon dioxide and give us the oxygen.
I have seen that trees are important. I've drawn just a tree and colored it, which means do not cut down trees or destroy them. We are not supposed to cut down trees because they are important. They are water catchments, and I've also learned that the air that we breathe in is from trees.
Trees act as the shelter of some of the animals in our environment, like the birds. Birds depend on the trees for shelter, for making their home there for the living. And by planting more trees, the farmers or the planter is going to earn more living and is going to be a carbon harvester.
Trees and carbon. Everybody knows about climate change, and we know trees are very important in climate change.
Camares, Karura.